I can hear you in the background. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Academy Sports Show. I told you, didn't I tell you to follow us on Facebook? Didn't I tell you to follow us on IG? Didn't I tell you to follow us on the YouTube? That way you get a notification every time we go live, because I just got my notification. Did you get yours? If not, shame on you. But you can make up for it. Just go to YouTube. Make sure you follow us at Academy Sports Show, like the page, and most importantly, make sure you trigger that bell. That way you get a notification every time we go live, whether it's 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. or a Monday or a Tuesday. You're going to be in the building either way. All right. So make sure you follow us on our most social media. It's a fire episode today. I mean, some people might say you might be slap happy on how good this show is today. So
Oh man,
just left me out there. Okay. So with that said,
what did you need me to do right there? Like slap myself?
I just wanted some like like
I gave it to you after the badoo.
So I'm just go ahead and throw it to my man over here with the rundown today. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Joe Williams.
What's good, everybody? Can you send that to me, by the way? I don't have it. I don't know.
Send what?
The rundown. I don't have it.
Oh.
Oh man, we're off to a great start.
Well, I mean, since you got it off camera, you can just click through the slides and see real fast what we got.
Oh, that is true. So welcome to the show, everybody, man. It's good to see everybody as always. Man, Pop said, let's go, y'all late. Hey, big show ahead tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about. I guess we could go with the, of course, call it the slap her around the world. Yeah, it happened last night. Wasn't in the world of sports, but how could we not? So we just got to touch on it a little bit. We'll get y'all thoughts. And, of course, we got What the Meme happening tonight. We got a couple of What the Memes. Thank you to those of you who always send in some nice What the Meme views. Some NFL news to talk about. This is good for Dre. Hard Knocks.
I got something to get off my chest. I'll be swift.
Okay. Hard Knocks made an announcement today. We'll chat about it, man. That's Dre's favorite team. The NFL has given us another gift. Another blockbuster trade has taken place since the last time we talked. The Final Four is here. You guys know. I don't know how y'all bracket's doing. You don't even want to know how my bracket's doing. And we're getting ready for the playoffs. And there are a lot of things happening right now with the playoffs getting ready to happen. Who's going to be in the top? Who's going to be in the play-in tournament? Who's going to be the 1 seed? Who's got to play who? We got a lot of stuff to go. Kobe with the August shout out there. We'll just throw that up there if we can. I don't know what's happening here. My feed is going slow. There we go. But yeah, so we got a lot to cover, man. But we're going to get into it, man. First, as you know, we got trivia night. So it's time to get into that first. Make sure y'all share the feed. Make sure y'all let somebody know that you are here. Get them over here with us because we got that and a lot much more tonight on the Academy Sports Show live.
I had my trivia question ready, but I think I memorized it because it's me giving you trivia today, correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. Well,
hold on. Let me get us. Let me get us back up here. I guess I'm running some extra bandwidth with.
There you go.
I see. All right.
There you go.
All right. Here we go.
Control of the show. You got the tickers. You got the slides. You got it all. All right. So here we go with trivia night, ladies and germs. This is how we get down. You see the score. It is 8-8. The field, you all that is listening right now currently to the show, whether you listen on my Facebook, Joel's Facebook, or the YouTube, you get a chance to answer this trivia question that I will either say to Joel or Joel will say to me. We either get the question correct and we get the points, we get the question wrong, or You guys get the point. If you guys put the correct answer in the chat, this is very interactive. We are your sports show's favorite sports show. Who else does this with the people that listen to the show? Nobody. I'll tell you that. Nobody. I tried to call in to Kellerman, Jay Will, and Keyshawn. I couldn't even get through. All I got was a busy tone. So it's fake. You understand me? But we, ladies and gentlemen, we are real. So it is trivia night. It is my turn to give my brother a trivia question.
That's right, Kobe. 8-8.
For the lead, sir. You ain't been here in the beginning.
Yep, you ain't been here.
So
you gotta help your people.
Okay. So I got a true or false.
True or false? Oh, I got this. Means you gotta think of it and be quick. All right.
I got a true or false for you. It's college basketball.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sometimes you think I know more about this than I really do.
I don't know. Maybe this stat came flying out one day and you just, you retained it.
I try to listen. I do. I try to listen.
Maybe you retained it. So here we go. This is revolving around Coach K. Okay. This is his final season coaching Duke. He is now in the Final Four. He holds the record for most appearances in Final Four history. Is that number 13 true or false?
False.
It was true, man.
I thought it was 14. Sorry. Jason said false too. Thank you, Jason. Kobe got it right.
All right. Listen, we've been trying to get up on these guys for a while. It's okay. Listen, we came back from like 8 down, 7 down, 6 down.
We were down.
Okay. 1 down ain't nothing. Next week, next Monday, we got you. Maybe the true or false ones is just too easy for them to just throw something out.
Yeah, we gotta give multiple choice, make them think.
Yeah, we gotta make them think. All right, that's my bad. That's my bad, dog. That's my bad. That's my bad.
No problem.
All right, so if you got a trivia question, shoot it to me or Joel. We'll throw that trivia question out here. But let's get to what the meme, sir. And this, sir.
Oh, this is what the meme, because this is a meme.
This is a meme for life. This has nothing to do with sports, but the whole world is talking about this. And I just wanted to get your perspective because, sir, I saw it live. I saw it live in living color, and I had to call you. I said, who can I call right now?
Wait, let's pause. Kobe said he said true before the question was asked, so we must take the actual answer that came from Jason, which therefore he stated it was false. The score remains tied. We shall fix that. Thank you for your honesty, Kobe.
He don't know what he just did.
Nope. Has no idea. So just to recap real quick, we went to the replay monitor. The New York office called. Trivia night.
Waving that flag away. They waving that flag off.
8-8. 8-8. All right. My bad. What to me?
What
you did call me.
I called you, sir. And it sounded like you was washing dishes or something.
No, we were watching Fresh Prince when you called.
Perfect.
You're right. We were watching the new Fresh Prince when you called. We were trying to get caught up.
Perfect.
You are correct.
Actually, Kobe, your answer came in first.
Yeah, your answer did come first. You said true. I said false. So hey, it's all right. It's okay.
And
we don't get penalized for getting it wrong, Kobe.
Yeah.
If I get it wrong and y'all get it right, you get the point. But you got it wrong too.
Listen, we'll see you next week.
See you next week, man.
Everybody hates
Chris.
Sir.
Oh man.
Watching this live, of course, my wife was asleep. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, okay. He says the joke. We all seen the videos over and over again. He says the joke. I'm like, that joke was okay. And you see the eye roll. And then next thing you know, Will's walking up to the stage. I'm like, he just about to, whisper in his ear, hey, that wasn't cool or something like that. And then you hear, wow. I said, he punched him in the face. And then there was no sound. It was no sound. I said, either this is real or this is real. There was no sound. And then shout out to whoever the producer was that said cut the camera 6. That was at Will Smith. And if you can read lips.
And then he second. The second one came with a mother.
Oh, yeah, that was great television. Yeah, it was great television. Thank God for Xfinity. I rewinded the crap out of that. I had to wake her up. She act like she saw what happened. She's like, that was a great award. I said, you didn't even see nothing. Try to act like you saw what happened. Sir, your reaction for the slap from around the world. This is great content.
Bro, listen, man. When you call and you say you watch the Oscars, my first I don't watch the Oscars. We never watch them because every year, like the best picture wins, it'd be a movie I never heard of.
Right.
And there's always a movie in the category that I feel like should win that never wins. Right. So I'm just typically like, I'm not watching Oscars. So when you said that and I said it to the family, they were like, what? Bro, we didn't even go to the TV. We went right to Twitter. So we went right to Black Twitter. And the first video we saw was the Australian broadcast where they didn't bleep it out. And so you had to watch it like 5 times to decide, did he just punch this man? And was this real? Like, it was like so shocking that you're like, wait, one, was that a punch? And then because Michaela was like, dang, Chris Rock ate that? He ate that real good. And I said the same thing, like, no, he ain't eat that right hand like that. Like,
he ate that.
Like, this is Muhammad Ali we talk about. He ain't eat the right hand fist like that. Like, wow, Chris Rock got a chin on him, So then Tierra was like, no, it's open hands. So she found the slow-mo version of it. So like, dang, he just slapped this man. So, yeah, Jason just said it. Twitter was on fire, sir. It was ablazing when this happened, bro. So your question to me is, what are my thoughts? Or is it even, because today has become polarizing, right?
Yes.
It's the debate of whether or not he's right.
Listen, I text you, my sister texted me, and then Rio texted me. He was like, what I said, bro, this is bigger than Janet's titty.
I said that last night. I said that last night to my wife. This is bigger than her stuff falling out.
This is just like this, because we can rewind it, and we're in the social media age. Because when Janet's movie popped out, you was like, that ain't a movie.
Yeah, they didn't wait for the still shot.
You had to wait for the paper to come out the next day to check your Palm Pilot. No, this is epic. Upon epic. And everybody hopped on this. I don't think he deserves an apology. Let's let it ride. I think he a G for eating it. I think he a G for not pressing charges. Take your lumps, bro. And Will just did what his first reaction. That was his first reaction. I feel like John Q. Do something, John. Do something. That's how Jada was looking at him. Do something, John. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold the hospital hostage.
And Denzel played John Q. You remember that?
I know, but it was just that was just the face that she gave him.
The energy.
And he was like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. She said do something, so I gotta do it.
Kobe said, have you ever slapped a dude with an open hand?
Statute of limitations says I can't answer question. Correct.
Okay. My pop said, yes, Will Smith protect your wife, Mama said it's the slap to her around the world. Jason said Twitter was ablaze last night. It really was. It really was. Leonardo said Will Smith will never get that big lead if they think it might win awards. He got his last award. He got his first and I'll add to that, sir. He got his first and his last Oscar last night.
Wow.
Let's see here. Kobe said Will's dead wrong. Don't care what you're going through. Get help. You can't preach God is working on me, and you don't even say sorry to Chris. You're wrong for that. Chris is the champion for not reacting. Okay. Mom said you couldn't hear the slap. Japan's Twitter was first out. I heard the slap.
It was like boom.
It was like boom.
You heard him hit the mic.
Yeah. So I thought that's why I thought it was fake, because I thought he punched him and it felt like one of those stomp punches where they, stage. Because it was like, dog, he took that. His jaw just took one.
Yeah. I thought it was a punch right off the back.
Kobe said G.I. Jane, and bro, that was a boss movie. I feel like that was underhanded right there.
Listen, it was just, I feel like Chris probably, it was just a culmination of just years of just his family getting just donkey punched. Like it was just years of just talking about him, his sadness, his wife, what she did to him, what she didn't do to him, all their business out in the air, her being a joke, her losing her hair. You know, you never know. At the end of the day, that's a woman and that's your wife. You never know what she be crying about behind closed doors. Her losing her hair is probably a really, really sore issue. And you know how much that is hurtful to her. And he went Willard. He wasn't Will Smith. He was Willard from Philadelphia. He was Willard. He was Willard Carroll Smith.
You were eating this up.
From Philadelphia.
We said that last night too, like, yeah, I know he from Philly, right?
Do something.
Oh man, listen. Okay.
And then they played the old joke that he did about her in 2016. Did you see that one? So like they got history, and it was just an avalanche of stuff. You know, I'm not one for the black on black crime in front of everybody and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wasn't buying into that one.
You just got smacked, bro. You just got to eat that.
So you're in the middle then. What you're saying is you're in the middle. You're both. You see both sides.
Oh yeah, I see both sides. I see. This could have been talked about behind closed doors, but sometimes you just gotta let it know in front of people. So then the next that come up on you, no.
Oh man. Okay, so my 2 cents on this really is very similar to yours. When he said the joke, because I see where Kobe is with it, because I've kind of looked back at it too. Part of why I thought it was fake was Will laughed. And then you don't see the camera shot after she rolls her eyes.
Do something.
So you don't. Yeah.
We all got that look before. If I look at you, do something, John.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
I gotta
God.
go do something.
Oh God. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, so you don't see the look, but you gotta assume that he went from laughing to getting up and coming up on stage. So you gotta assume he got the look, right? Like, oh, she not happy. I gotta actually, do something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
And in his acceptance speech, he was like, "Man, we've been laughing this off. Like you just, I'm a A-list celebrity. I'm just supposed to laugh all this stuff off." And maybe that was just his initial reaction. It's just to laugh it off. It's just another joke, and then she was like, "Nah."
So here's why I'm gonna call foul on Chris Rock, and we know it's Chris Rock. So we know it's certain comedians that I ain't gonna say walk a fine line. They cross it often. So, but I'm gonna call foul on Chris Rock because it's alopecia. This has been out for 4 years that she has had an issue, and it is progressively getting worse. And now she has gone to a place of sharing a little more openly. So this in y'all's world, y'all know this. Now, last night when I said it, even my kids were like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And it's like, well, okay, we don't really follow them like that. So, but when I looked it up, it's been out there. This is news. It was on ETV. It was on all these. So it's alopecia. And we are in a world today where comedians don't tell those type of jokes anymore when a person has a condition. Mm-hmm. They still tell borderline crass jokes, but they usually tend to stay away from those. And he tried to sell it too, because when he saw her look, he gave her like, come on, that was a G.I. Jane joke. So to me, that's where I'm like, Chris, you wrong. And there's previous history with another joke. And from what I understand, you were watching it, so you can confirm this. It was some digs taken at them throughout the night, from what I heard also. So it was kind of already a little banter happening towards them, but it was like ha 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 until he got on stage. Is that true?
I don't remember nobody taking shots at him.
Okay. But it's just it's just been a rough 12 to 24 months.
It's been a rough period.
I'm gonna say the best line I saw that just reminds me of how savage the internet was dang, if he reacts like that in March, ask him how he reacts in August. I was like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Okay, so let me say that piece. So I think Chris is wrong there. You crossed the line, buddy. So now I understand the argument though that Will has to keep his cool. Like y'all should have went behind closed doors and handled that behind closed doors. Cause one, it's not a good look, bro. You were laughing hard. He ha ha. He was laughing hard. Now, could that have been the I'm gonna laugh hard to play it off so we don't look uncomfortable? Maybe, but you were laughing. So was it funny to you first, or were you playing it off? Mm-hmm. So then when you get up and slap my man across his face, then you go berserk with keep my wife's name out my mouth. Out your mouth. King Kong ain't got that. So my
mama said, "Why'd you damn boy?"
You gonna slap me in front of my friends? You gonna slap me in front of my friends?
Chris Rock in the back. You gonna slap me in front of my friends?
The Academy Sports Show would like to thank Chris Rock and Will Smith for providing this wonderful banter this evening. You've given us everything we need for this What the Meme session. We are thankful. Chris Rock and Will Smith, you get a bell. We appreciate you. Will got to go behind closed doors, man, and handle that though. You can't pull it. You can't do that, man. Y'all can't do that. Go on, not y'all, but go behind closed doors. Now, hey, Chris Rock, I think he's from New York. Mm-hmm. Chris Rock, sir, you get it. You definitely get a couple bells. Because you took one, and as Michaela said, you ate that. Mm-hmm. You ate that real good and kept your composure. You kind of stammered through the rest of it. But
like, nominees.
It almost sounded like he was about to respond, or like he was like, I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, he did. I don't think nobody talks about that part.
Yeah,
he was like, well, you know what?
He was about to give it to him, but he didn't lose it. That would have been even worse, but man,
he saved it for the comedy special.
Yeah,
Chris Rock.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Oh, the kid said he's from South Carolina. Actually, he ain't from New York. I thought he's from New York. I thought Chris Rock was from New York.
His TV show, he was in New York. Everybody hates Chris.
Yeah, I thought Everybody Hates Chris was because of that, and it was all about his upbringing. That's the actor. It's that the show is supposed to be based off of. My kids are not like, that's not the same Chris. No, it's not, kids. It's not the same Chris. Oh man, the kids are great. Hold on, let's see here. Chris Rock. Yeah, he's born in Andrews, South Carolina.
Maybe he moved to.
The kids were there for me. All right, but so yeah, Kobe said Chris took a charge, should have been called a charge, but Joel is giving him a defensive foul. Yeah, Anthony, that's true. I agree with you. It's Chris, so everybody knows. But again, like
when you got the same target,
and bruh, you crossed the medical line. Like she literally was just on IG the other day. Like,
yeah, he said he didn't know. He didn't know. That's his defense. This morning on Breakfast Club, Charlamagne said he talked to Chris, and Chris said he didn't know.
But what else did he say to Charlamagne? Did he say anything else interesting?
That's all he divulged so far. But he said he didn't know about her medical condition.
He would be dumb not to do another comedy special after this, because we would all watch that.
Netflix better pay him $20 million.
I want to see that one. I want to see that one. Don't do that. Black on black violence. We already that's your position. We acknowledge. So let it have been Seinfeld saying a joke because he gonna slap him.
Listen, he probably still slap him, but he'd probably be in handcuffs.
Yeah, he would have probably gotten escorted out for that one.
You know, he wouldn't have been present for his award. He slapped a man and still got a trophy and then partied to his own music afterwards.
Because this man slaps a man, right? Then gets consoled by some A-list folks.
Yep.
Has a seat, then wins the award and gets up on stage and cries.
Yep.
That was a little much for me. I'm gonna have to give him a bell for the tears.
Oh, it's emotional. He won.
You just slapped somebody, bro. We cried like just 10 minutes ago. We weren't just talking about you slapping somebody in the face. And you give the apology out to the Academy, but I feel like you should have. But I feel like I get it. You can't apologize to Chris Rock now, right? No. Because your wife is still sitting there like, yeah, I wish you would apologize. You better not be a man.
You know it.
But the tears was a little heavy for me.
It's an emotional moment.
He slapped Chris because he could. I'm salty about that. He didn't slap 50. Hey, man, we all done been there before, where certain folks you think you put hands on so you get a little bossier, your mouth be a little louder, and then certain folks you're going to be like, well, let's talk about it.
I mean, he walked up, smacked him, his jacket flew, and then he just turned around, fixed his shirt, and then sat back down.
Bro, look at the form, too.
Look at the form. The arm is stiff. That was a hard follow-through. That was palm. That wasn't fingers. That was palm.
Yeah, that's why you heard that. Ooh. That's why we thought it was a punch, because that sounded like, oh man, I'm talking about putting your acting skills to the test.
Ooh.
All right.
Listen, as long as they don't take his Oscar away, you can ban him. You can, keep him away for a decade. You can, whatever. Just don't take his Oscar away. That's all.
Fair.
Everything else, whatever. Now, if he does have an Oscar ban, right, then it'll be harder for him to get those roles that directors want Oscar recognition for. So maybe it'll be harder for him down the line. But just don't take the Oscar. That's all. That's everything.
Anthony said he slapped Chris, but he don't slap August. That's because you know what I think about that August situation, bro? I think they knew about that August situation.
Oh, yeah. They've been open for a while.
Yeah, I don't think that situation was the way it was spun. And I think they found a way to categorize it to get us to eat on it. Just like them lemons got turned into lemonade. Just like Jay and them knew, they capitalized on that. I don't think there was ever anything there. But again,
he was living her life, and trust me, he was living his life.
Yep.
So
Kobe said, I ain't never fucked a dude. I haven't either, actually.
This Jada picked a loose lip little boy.
Yeah. Who didn't understand his assignment, sir.
Didn't understand. Just you got that cake and ice cream. Just shut up. Shut it up. All right, let's burn through these. Appreciate y'all. All right, next what the main 3-on-3 tournament. I'm mad Perry's not here because I know which way he was going. 3-on-3 tournament. Who wins? Chris Paul, Jordan, Dirk in one team. You got Steph, D-Wade, Giannis on another team. You got Kyrie, T-Mac, Duncan on another team. And you got D-Rose, Kobe, Garnett on another team. 3-on-3 in this tournament. Who wins?
Ooh, these are their prime versions too. Ooh,
They gave Jordan Dirk to try to figure out, are you really going to pick Jordan over everybody? And they gave everybody prime bigs. See, I like the Kyrie, T-Mac, Duncan, but T-Mac can't guard nobody in his position.
I actually like the Steph and Wade, but Wade's gonna be too small. Ooh, and Giannis can't shoot still, everybody. Just remind you.
Hey. He got better. He's not Ben Simmons.
Ooh, Anthony said Kobe and KJ and Rose hands down. That's prime. That's before ACL tear D Rose.
Yeah.
He cooks Chris Paul. The matchup I'm looking at are the quadrant 1, top left and bottom right.
Sure.
And sir, I'm still 42 years old and grew up in the second generation. I will never, ever pick against the GOAT. Sorry for you. I will never pick against.
I gotta give Jordan like Bobby Jackson and Scott Pollard.
Yes.
For y'all to pick against him.
I will never pick against Mike, sir. Sorry. I'm taking quadrant 1. I'm taking top left.
I'm taking D Rose, Mamba, and KG. That's where I'm going.
Gotcha.
We gonna win this 3-on-3 tournament.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's get it.
The old heads pick Kobe. Pick MJ. That's fine. All right, so this one got to go was submitted by
DC.
Let's get it
from Las Vegas.
One got to go. You got PG, Kyrie, Book, and Tatum. All right, PG goes. Next one up.
I agree, sir. That was easy. Next up, NFL news.
Let's get to some news and notes.
The Lions. Oh my God, what a show.
Listen.
Thank you, Will Smith and Chris Rock for starting our show off great tonight.
My PG slander is top notch.
It's top notch for sure.
My PG slander is top notch.
Oh God.
Hey Perry, now you coming. Now you in here.
Wait, who's gotta go?
He said Kyrie gotta go.
In the last meme we were in?
In the last meme. He said
Kyrie. Oh, you gonna do him like that, LP? Oh, they killing Kyrie.
I don't want Kyrie either.
Hey, bro, come on, dog. PG gotta go, bro. I don't like his diva-isms either. I'm with y'all. I don't like Kyrie's diva, but PG gotta go, bro.
Listen, we're just talking about on the court.
Yeah, this is basketball.
Just balling. PG gotta go. I'm surprised you didn't pick Tatum. Your Tatum hate runs strong.
It does. NFL news and notes, man. The Lions, big announcement today. And I'm gonna do this read because this one's for you. Perry said, I do not trust Kyrie. NFL news and notes. The Lions will be on HBO's Hard Knocks for training camp next season.
Wow.
Dre?
Why?
The floor is yours, sir.
Why?
I'm at mute.
Why? 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 I'm gonna go stone cold. What? 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 This has the worst. This has been the worst ratings ever in Hard Knocks history. What captivated? Like I'm a tune in week to week to see what Jared Goff and Dan Campbell is behind the scenes. You know what they are behind the scenes? They're the same thing they are in front of the scenes. They suck. They suck behind the scenes and they suck behind the scenes. Oh yeah, we get to see them with their family and how hard it is to put a team together. No, they suck. You haven't even heard of them in free agency at all. There's no new faces, new places. There's no star coming into town. There's no big overarching story here in Detroit. It's the same people doing the same stuff. You get to see Martha Firestone Ford and every wrinkle in high definition, HBO high definition, doing absolutely nothing, sitting her butt directly in her press box. This team will be the most boring Hard Knocks team of all time. And you know, the only pleasure that we get from this is that this isn't the Hard Knocks full season episode like they did the Colts last season. Oh, could you imagine 17 weeks of behind the scenes of Detroit Lions? Oh, shoot me in the face. I don't even watch 17 Detroit Lions football games, let alone the behind the scenes of the Detroit Lions. Now you got 4 preseason weeks of just nothing, of scut. And the people they cut shouldn't even probably be in the league because they suck so bad. If you can't even make the Detroit Lions roster, you should give it up and go play 7-on-7 with Johnny Manziel. Nobody wants to see this. I don't want to see this. This puts Detroit in a bad light, and that's not really hard to do. I am not watching this, but I will.
Woo! Did you see Perry's statement? He said, cancel your HBO even if you're cheating to get it. Hey, Kobe said the why is because the only games they win are in the preseason, Dre. And they got the draft coming to Detroit. Hey, man, don't kill Detroit like that. The draft here in Detroit's going to be cool. We're going to go check it out for sure, man. It's nice having the draft in your home city. But, yeah. Hey, after you go on Hard Knocks, so don't your football team get good?
I ain't pro.
I know. Oh, God. I'm in tears tonight.
This was the most random news of the day.
It really was. I don't even need to give my thoughts of when it came out. I just immediately saw it on Instagram and forwarded it right to you because this was so random. Like, why?
Random.
Why?
The qualifications for Hard Knocks is you had a losing season last year and you don't have a new football coach. You know how many teams had a losing season and they kept their coach, and you chose the Detroit Lions? You could have did the Dolphins, like Tyreek Hill, Tua. Oh, they got a new coach. You could have did somebody else.
Good point, Kobe. That's true. Dallas hasn't been good yet. All right. Name a Hard Knock team that was good the next season. No, that's true. Never. I said get good at some point. Like the Bengals are good now. The Browns are good now. I mean, all right. Never mind. You ready? You good?
Get this off.
All right. Let's talk it.
Let's get to this trade, man.
Jesus.
What
keeps happening?
This came out of nowhere. Okay.
Absolutely.
You were texting me. I'm like, I'm at work. Like, bro, I can't keep these tracks. And you're giving me updates. And apparently, Tyreek Hill wanted to be one of the highest paid receivers in the land. And apparently, Kansas City was like, heck, no. So you can go find a trade. So they got 2 trade offers, one from the New York Jets and one from the Miami Dolphins. And they told Tyreek, pick where you want to go, bro, because we'll take either of these deals. And he picked the Dolphins. So the Cheetah, the fastest man in the NFL, has been traded from the Kansas City Chiefs. The most electrifying man in all of NFL has been traded to the Miami Dolphins for a 2022 first round pick, a 2022 second round pick, a 2022 fourth round pick, a 23 fourth round pick, a 23 sixth round pick.
Hey, that deal look familiar to you? Deshaun Watson deal almost identical. They got quarterback capital back for a wide receiver.
For a wide receiver. Listen, when you sent me that, I said I wouldn't pay Tyreek that money. I'm not paying him 4 years, 120. I'm not paying him that. Is he the most explosive wide receiver in the league? Yes. But no, I can't. If you are a contending team, salary cap is real.
It's real.
You already paid your quarterback $500 million. You got a great tight end that you got to pay eventually. That money can be spread around to make your team better. And now you got all these draft picks. I'm just saying, bro, you got Marquez Valdez, Scanlon, and Juju Smith-Schuster. Draft you another receiver. It's a blow to lose Tyreek, but I wasn't paying him 4 years, 120.
Sir, you just said it right there. Kansas City will be just fine.
I'm not.
Okay? Patrick Mahomes still plays there. And we're going to see the difference in what we're – listen, there's a true difference in your quarterback. You can be a dog receiver, but you need a quarterback. You need a guy. And the memes of Tua throwing to Tyreek are horrible. Like, y'all got to stop, man. Stop. That one, man, y'all got to stop.
Tyreek streaking down the field 50 yards.
In the
Why?
ball.
Why is he doing it?
So, like, man, Miami, you got shafted on this deal. You just gave up your whole future for a wideout. Kansas City will be just fine. Kansas City's going to be just fine. And now we're going to find out how electrifying Tyreek Hill is. Because guess what? He is still going to be electrifying, but that electricity might not be running as strong because of who's throwing him the football. So, unfortunately, I think we miss a little bit next year of the Tyreek Hill that we're used to because his offense won't be as good. Yes, he'll make them better, but Tua is the quarterback there. And so there's the issue. And you just gave up a bunch of picks.
Bunch of picks.
Yeah.
And a quarter of your salary cap.
And now, guess what else we all know? Don't anybody ever come to me talking about who wants to win championships. Okay? Because I get he got his ship already. Yep, he got one. But what's the professional goal? Here, clearly in football, I get it. It's get your bag first, right? Because your body's on the line. Man. I ain't never had this money, so I don't know, Dre. I'll take $100 million to stay in Kansas City and win another ring. I'll take 85 to stay in Kansas City and win another ring. I don't know. He won't be Debo though. I heard a couple people say that. Kobe just said it'll be like the running back from San Fran.
Fragile.
He's fragile. He won't be Debo.
No, sir.
Nope.
He's a goal ball wide receiver.
Yeah, he'll run past you wide receiver. He don't want to get hit.
He's shown you that. Kelsey works in the middle. Everybody else works in the middle. He extends the defense to keep those guys open. He's a decoy. He's a $120 million decoy. Tua is not giving him the ball.
Tua can't throw that far.
So you're Miami. You're trying to figure out if Tua is your quarterback of the future. So this is his 1 year. Yeah. This is his 1 year audition, right? Can he play 17 games? Probably not. He hasn't shown that in any level that he can stay healthy. You still got Jalen Waddle. You got Tyreek. You got Mostert. You got Galitsky, whatever his name is. They got a decent offense. They got a decent line. They got a decent offense. They should compete in the AFC South.
East.
East. But if I'm Kansas City, yeah, it sucks losing Tyreek. But at the end of the day, that cap can go to building out your roster. That cap can go to fleshing out your roster, and all those picks will be guys on 5-year contracts making minimum payment.
Absolutely. Contributing to a possible another Super Bowl contending team. Absolutely. 10 jet sweeps a game. Yep. Anthony said it. Adams didn't get this treatment. Exactly.
What treatment?
Didn't get the trade treat. Like the trade for Adams to me is more valuable than the trade for Tyreek. So Adams didn't even get those picks. Like Miami got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Adams was the first and the second. I mean, yeah, that the value there for the best wide receiver in the league was definitely short.
Yeah, they didn't have money. You're right. And look at what they got. All these picks.
Miami just wants to make money. If this guy in this Brian Flores thing, he wants to make money, this will definitely fill the seats. It has nothing to do with wins and losses because he doesn't care if he wins or loses. He just wants to make money. So you make money, you bring in Tyreek Hill. Legion of Zoom is what's trending.
Is that a thing?
That's what RG3 is trying to get that patent. He keeps saying it every time he's on television. So we'll see. But if I'm Kansas City, so I got Juju Smith-Schuster. I got MVS. What's his name?
MVS.
Okay, I got him. Then I just picked up Ronald, whatever his name is, the running back from Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Ronald
now
Jones.
I got a two-headed monster when Hilaire goes down. They're fleshing out their roster. Now I got 2 first-round picks. I got 2 second-round picks and 2 fourth-round picks to keep adding to my roster. Kansas City's in a good spot.
Yep. Great spot. All right.
Leonardo said Chiefs didn't have money. Juju is actually only getting $2 million. If they make playoffs and advances the championship, he gets $7 million in incentives. Great contract. That's a great contract. Tyreek was like a second-round pick, and he wanted to get his because he wasn't going to get it in Kansas City. Not that much. Like Joe said, 4 for 85, 3 for 80. He could have took a discount to stay on a winning team, but you want the bag.
Get your
bag.
Get your bag. You got your
games a year.
Yep.
You can enjoy Miami.
Go deal with the Buffalo Bills. Go deal with those guys twice a season.
So, it sucks because a lot less Tyreek Hill highlights.
Yeah.
In the near future.
And fantasy points possibly too.
Ooh, that's big time. All right, here we go. Final 4 time, man. We in your wheelhouse. So you don't even got to bring up your bracket. We was all there. We all saw it.
The disrespect.
Final 4 time, man. Who said they wanted the Blue Buds? Who said
Hey, that's Perry all day. I was gonna point that out. Look at that.
Who said they wanted the Blue Bloods back?
3 out of 4.
All
you missing is Kentucky.
We in there. And at this point, you could damn near call Villanova a Blue Blood at this point. Yeah. They've been up in this joint. They got a Hall of Fame coach. So here we go. Duke versus North Carolina. These 2 teams are synonymous with Final Four, but this is the first time these 2 teams match up in the Final Four. And then Villanova versus Kansas, that Villanova-Michigan game, man, it was just so heartbreaking watching these guys miss all those bunnies just to make that game competitive.
Yeah.
But Villanova eked that out. So we got a 2-1 and a 2-8. This Final Four. How you see these 2 games going?
Woo! Look at the talk. Everybody putting it out there.
There we go.
Leonardo Duke over UNC. Okay, they put it out there. Anthony said UNC versus Kansas in the finals. Kobe, down goes Coach K. Okay, Perry loves it. And he said, yeah, he agrees with you. Villanova is basically a blue blood too.
Yep.
Listen, man, for me, I think this is go Duke over North Carolina. 2 reasons. Revenge factor. North Carolina blew Duke out at home on Coach K's final night. They will remember that.
Yep.
Duke will remember that. Duke will get this dub. I think Duke will outlast North Carolina. Duke will get the win. Villanova and Kansas. I like Kansas in this, bro, but I'm gonna go with Villanova. These guys they always are around.
They got the formula, bro.
Yeah, they got it. And they have the formula. They have the ability to grind out basketball games. I like Villanova, and I like Duke versus Villanova in the finals. Next Monday, we'll be on the air before the game starts to give our prediction. But I like Duke and Villanova in the finals.
Leonardo said Kansas over Villanova after player tore his Achilles. Yeah, one of their leading guards.
Oh, that's right.
Tore his Achilles.
God, I heard about that on Bottom Line this morning. Dang it.
Yeah,
that does hurt them because they don't run deep.
They finished out the rest of the game without him to get the dub. But to go toe to toe with Kansas without him for the full game, that'll definitely be tough. Pop said Duke versus Villanova. Said Duke and Kansas in the final. Duke is champs. Cove said
I'm gonna go Duke and Kansas. I gotta change that up. I hate Christian Laettner.
Christian Laettner hate comes out of nowhere. I hate Jason Williams. How about I don't care at all?
St. Peter Chanel is gone. Hey, shout out to the head coach. Didn't he just get a big contract offer to a team?
He was all over TV.
Yeah.
He was all over. He did great with the press.
Get your bag, sir.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to win a championship at St. Peter Chanel.
I'll definitely agree with the Duke factor. Definitely the kid Paulo. What's his name? Paulo something. His name don't look like how it sounds. He's been balling. And that kid's huge. I didn't know how big he was. That's a big guy. And he can stroke it. So I'm going with Duke over North Carolina. Them losing against North Carolina, that was a really pressure situation. Like Coach K's last game at home, all those stars.
Duke guys were there, yeah.
Sitting in the rafters just watching you. That's a whole lot of pressure. And I feel like in this atmosphere, these guys have really put it on. So I'm going to go Duke. And even with the loss of one of their top guards, I'm going Villanova just off the eye test of what I saw with them do to Michigan. I mean, they still run the same offense, just guard heavy, and they still got their best guard, I believe, the guy who
the guy's been. I feel like he's been there forever.
Yeah, he just kept going at our big on Michigan, he just kept going at him over and over again. So I feel like the heart and soul of that team is still playing. So I'm gonna go Duke and Villanova as well.
Yes, sir.
Michigan alum will support your Lady Wolverines tonight. Let's go.
I absolutely will. Number 3 Michigan against Louisville, number 1 seeded Louisville tonight, 9 p.m. on ESPN2, I believe, or ESPN. I will definitely be supporting them. I do have some other honorable mentions at the end of tonight's show, as a matter of fact.
All right. Well, let's take a dive into the NBA, man. So the Western Conference standings and the Eastern Conference standings go as this. If you look at the top bracket of the Eastern Conference, man, those guys are separated by a game. You go 1 through 4. It's really tight there. 76ers were on top at the beginning of the week. Now the Heat have taken over. And look at the Boston Celtics. This was a team that was in 11th place 2 months ago.
Yep.
Now they've won 20 out of their last 23 games or something like that. Huge blow losing your starting center now with a torn meniscus going into this final stretch. Hopefully he can get back during the playoffs. But they put themselves in a great position to get out of that play-in situation. Chicago's fell. Cleveland's fell a little bit. And now the Nets, I believe the Nets fell a little bit because they had a game after the 25th. So I think the Nets are actually in that 9th place at this point. So your thoughts on the East, who is your dark horse, and who is the team that if you had to bet money on is the best team in the East?
So my dark horse is that's an easy one because you still got to respect it. It's the Nets. I know there's the drama and all that, but that team, as they get healthy, remember this is a team that's really just they're trying to just get in, um, get healthy, and then there's just so much talent on the team. You can't get away from that. So my dark horse has still got to be the Nets. They're not an 8 seed that anybody wants to play. They're not a 7 seed that anybody wants to play. I think they match up better with Miami. I think if it's them and the 76ers in a second round matchup after the play in, I think that'll be interesting. But I still like the Nets as a dark horse. And to pick a favorite out of this grouping is interesting, but I don't know if I'm gonna surprise anybody here, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks. The championship pedigree right now, the blueprint's there. That consistency's there. And when they looked kind of like, repeat, world champs, kind of lazy with it right now. Now they're back in the hunt, a half game out of first, So I'm gonna say right now you got to be very aware of the Bucks and what they can do. Perry said dark horse and Nets. You got to stop. What other teams are dark horse though? The Raptors, the Hornets, the Hawks. Are they dark horses? The Cavs. I love my Cavaliers.
You could have picked your Cavs.
Nah, that's a young team that just is. They're playing well this season, but they got a lot of growing to do. What? Maybe the Bulls are a dark horse, maybe. But I told you how I felt about the Bulls, regular season champs, and they have fallen off.
They have fallen off. Well, in the East, my dark horse and my favorite are the same. So they are the Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like the Bucks have flown under the radar this year. There's so many different storylines in the East that take over headlines. Yep. And I do believe right now, if the matchups are correct, you go against the Cavaliers in the first round. In the next round, you might get the Nets, who you already beaten in the Eastern Conference Finals. This Milwaukee team might be able to make a run. So they are my dark horse and they are my favorites. Moving over to the West.
Hey, just let Perry know. I know Hillman's from Ohio, but that's what they say. The great ones leave and come to Michigan because it's better in Ann Arbor.
I thought I was the only one that took jabs at Perry. All right, next up. So we got Western Conference. Western Conference. You see the Nets locked up that number 1 seed. Huge game. I believe it's tonight or sometime this week that we got Memphis versus Golden State.
And Golden State, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge game coming up. Golden State's been playing horrible lately, even with their return of Draymond Green. And Memphis is playing extraordinarily well without John Morant. So that can be a sign of things to come. And then you see how everything pans out. The Lakers might not even – the Lakers might lose their first play-in game.
Horrible.
Oh, Perry, come over to the dark side, baby. It's nice over here. The Lakers might lose their first play-in game. They lost a 23-point lead against the Pelicans. Absolutely horrible. But so who's your dark horse in the West and who's your favorite?
Man, there isn't one. There's no dark horse in the West. This thing is top heavy all the way in. Okay. The top 3 teams, and I know the Warriors are limping, but this just feels like whoever survives those early rounds, they're going to be there in the end. And I got to look at Phoenix and Memphis. Memphis is for real. If you don't believe it, watch them. Let your eyes test it. When you see how they play, and it's Ja. They do Ja does things. But they got some dogs, though. They got some guys on that team. The other guards play well on that team. The bigs play well. They play their role very well. There's a lot of good chemistry there. So, I can go dark horse being the Grizzlies, even though they're sitting at the number 2. When I think dark horse, I think somebody who's kind of down lower in the standings who could sneak in. But the favorite to me has got to be Phoenix. It's run it back. If they're healthy, we say this every year. Okay, CP's got to come back from the hand injury, but they've held down the fort. A lot of people thought, John them, or when the Golden State was playing really, really well, thought they might get caught, thought they would catch Phoenix because of the CP3. Mm-hmm. They've shown you it's a well-coached basketball team.
Endeavor Booker's putting himself in an MVP race.
Book is doing his thing. Come on, Book, come through for me. So Phoenix is it's got to be the favorite to me. They've been there all year. They've been riding it all year, and it doesn't look like they're going to let up. And so I got to go with them. I got to go with them being the favorite. And there's an upset possibility in the Grizzlies. And Golden State, you got to get it together, man. But I don't see the Jazz, Mavericks, and look at that team down in the 6th seed. Man, this team is a team we keep thinking is going to get better and better every year, but it just kind of
yeah, that's an injury year for them.
Injury year, yep.
Even with an injury year, they're still managed to get the 6th seed. If I'm Memphis, I'm not really scared of Minnesota or the Clippers in the first round. I actually hope they get Minnesota so Karl Anthony Towns can get swept. That would make me very happy. So it might come down to those two teams. But yeah, my favorite is the Suns. I feel like they're most continuity, best coach team. Chris Paul on all cylinders. If not, Devin Booker can definitely keep the thing afloat until they get to the Western Conference Finals. While CP gets his legs back up under him and gets his hand correct. But I am not discounting the Memphis Grizzlies. This team is good. If you watch their games, they're deep and they're confident and they're good and they play great defense and they have good offense.
Yeah,
this is a good basketball team. And the only thing that can mess up a 1-2 Western Conference Finals is Golden State getting it together. That's it. This might be an off time for Golden State. I don't, Draymond is looking expendable right now. My dark horse, I'm just gonna throw a guy out there. I'm gonna throw the Jazz out there. I know every year they're in this position. Every year they come up short, but I mean they get Luka in the first round. That's a winnable series. Next round, the Suns kill you. So, there's my dark horse is the Jazz, but it's the Suns all day in the West.
Bad.
Suns Bucks finals rematch.
Ooh, calling it. Be careful there, buddy.
Book it. All right, and last but not least, yeah. Look how the tables have turned. Player eliminator, LeBron James, the King. You hear that, Perry? Say it with me. Yo, King got me 38 points. Thank you very much. And Lucha, unfortunately, didn't play in your game. So he got you nothing. But that only warranted me a 10-point or 11-point lead. So, sir, I asked you who you got for player eliminator, and you said Kyrie versus Detroit. And I said, no, sir. You already used Kyrie. And then you said Booker versus OKC. I said, damn.
Yes, sir.
You know what I did to counter your Booker? I picked your pick, Kyrie versus Detroit.
I'm rooting for the Pistons. Lock up.
So this week it is Book versus Kyrie, man. It's coming down to the wire. We only got a couple more weeks left.
10 games left, man.
Leonardo said Memphis has their swagger from Ja as a leader. They will turn heads. I believe you. Because if this is a semifinal match of Golden State versus Memphis, that's a 7-game series. And right now, I'm picking Memphis.
I agree 100%. If you ask me today, my answer would be I'm picking Memphis.
Because Memphis look good. They look real good. And it's not Bulls good. It's not regular season, let's just grind out some wins good. No. They have a scheme, they have an attitude, they have a culture, they got a great best player, and they have a really good coach. And Memphis look good. But let's go. Kyrie, 50 ball. Let's go. That's it. That's all we got. Shout out to Big Willie style. Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, God. Yes, man. We like to thank you.
You say you got some final shout outs?
Yeah, big shout out to the Michigan Wolverines hockey team, men's hockey team, going to the Frozen Four. Going to the Frozen Four for a record, NCAA record 26th time. Shout out to the Michigan women's basketball team getting to the Elite Eight for the first time. Hey, man, represent, baby. Go Blue. Always.
All right. So that's it. Let's put a bow on it. Appreciate everybody for joining the show. The show is nothing without you, the field, the viewers. So we appreciate y'all, man. The best way to help us grow to get more and more people in the chat is make sure you share. So before you leave us, make sure you share it, whether it's on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your text chat with all your favorite
Gymnastics
sports
team too.
friends. Let's go Michigan gymnastics and all those things.
And wrestling.
Yeah, all Michigan, just water polo, everything. Make sure you make sure you share, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way, you know we go live. We need everybody in here as soon as you get that notification because you make the show go. And best believe we're gonna get this trivia question right now. We're gonna get this dub and we're gonna be above the field. You understand me? But any other last news and notes for you?
Man, enjoy Final Four weekend. Enjoy these last couple of weeks of NBA, man. Sports world is still on fire. And just keep watching the memes, man. That Will Smith memes are hilarious.
All right, cool. What's happening here? What's happening?
Hillman traded in Ohio like you, Joe Blow.
What's happening here?
Yes, and wrestling. Hey, my daughter has a gymnastics dream. I'll keep saying it. All right, then. Keep dreaming.
We all dads in here. You understand?
That's right. Hillman traded in. Oh, man.
All right, so we'll see y'all next week. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
Hey, salute to y'all, man. See y'all next week.